Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome to a slightly shorter edition of Somerset Hills International Resort. Now, in the last episode, you remember we finished building the entrance canopies for Global Ventures, and we built the Emporium. We also built a monorail station on the first floor of the Emporium, or the top floor of the Emporium, and we built the queue path and the exit path coming out of it. What we're now doing is just filling the whole area with trees. And flowers and bushes and just loads of little things to make it look really nice inside. I do this every time. I come up with a list of things that I want to say, and then as soon as I click record, I just forget pretty much all of it. Can't even remember. But you can see here, I'm just observations for a little bit. You can see here that I'm sort of modelling the track for the monorail. It's basically going to do that. S-bend into the station and S-bend out of it again. I'm not just going to do straight lines and corners at the ends for the monorail. I'm going to try and snake it around. I'm sort of going to make it look like the entrances were built first and then the track got built afterwards, and it sort of had to be designed to snake in and out of trees and buildings and things like that. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm also going to try and keep it out of sight of the pathway. The main path that goes around the outside of the plaza. So again, it's sort of from the monorail you'll be able to see into the parks, but you won't be able to see into the plaza, and it builds up that sense of mystery and enigma. That's the word I'm looking for. Just keeps up a sense of not knowing what's coming next, kind of thing. Not suspense, but fascination and intrigue. Makes you want to go in the park more and experience it firsthand. So what I'm doing now, at the back of the Emporium, this is my second attempt at doing it now, is I'm building a hole. And it'll make a little bit more sense in a second what I'm going to do. But obviously, this park is called Somerset Hills, or the resort's called Somerset Hills. And so far, the big thing that's missing from this park is a hill. So that's what's being built here. Okay, it's just a slope going down at the moment, but eventually it will become more. Again, I keep forgetting what I'm going to say. I'm going to landscape it more. That's basically what I'm going to do. I'm put more hills around it. For now, it's all uniform and it's all measured. Reason being so that every park you have an entranceway and it's all grand and spectacular and it's all man-made, and then after that it sort of follows the contours of the land. So yeah, for now, I'm building an outside plaza. This is called Welcome Square, this area, by the way. I might have mentioned it in the last episode. I can't remember if I did or not. You buy your tickets at the canopies on the other side of the Emporium, and then on the slope between the Emporium and Welcome Square is going to be where the turnstiles are. Where exactly on that slope I haven't decided yet, or even whether they will be on that slope or whether they will be on the other side of the square. Again, it's yet to be decided. It basically depends on how it looks, because it needs to look right. If it doesn't look right, then I'm not going to do it. I think that slope, though, I might remodel the slope a little bit, put a few more pathways in, try and make it look a little nicer, and then yeah, it should work out fine. You can see there's this huge sort of water section in the middle there, which I've built 3x3 square. It's got nothing in it yet, and that will become a little more obvious in later episodes as well, as to what that is. Hopefully it will have something in it very soon, but I'm going to devote an entire video to that because there's a little bit of audience interaction and participation going on there, so I'll leave that to a completely different video. In the meantime, it's there. It's got some mist machines in it, making it look a bit more spectacular. You see I'm extending the pit which is that's what I'm going to call it for now, welcome pit or something like that. Just expanding it a little bit more. It'll become clearer in a minute what that's for. Expanding the pathway out as well. And now I'm going to dig into the side bits here. Again, follow the law of lowering the land. Make sure it all looks nice. I like the idea of the step effect there and then smoothing it all out. Puts a gradual slope that's constant throughout. Later on in the park, obviously when the hills take over, it won't be so even. But for now, I think for this bit, because it's going to be the first bit of the park that's built, you want to make sure it's safe. So you have uniform slopes that are easy to spot, and you gradual slopes so that anybody can get up and down them easily. That's why they're like they are. You see, I'm just sort of doing a bit of touching up and tidying up there, and on this side as well. Now these pits I've just dug out are going to be the locations of buildings, and I said earlier about Welcome Square and the Central Plaza, which hasn't been built yet, but it will be very soon. They're going to be based on like old style English buildings, so it's only fair in that case that we build these buildings out of bricks. It's a very English tool. It's a worldwide tool actually, so it's a bit unfair to say it's just English, but in this case it evokes images of old style buildings, and I think it looks pretty good. Obviously the finished product looks, in my opinion, really good, and these buildings' purposes will be demonstrated very shortly. In your eyes, they might not be the most useful of buildings, and you might think, well, why has he put them in? But in sense of realism, it will all make sense. It will look really good as well, and it has a practical use basically. See, I'm just decorating the path as well, making it look a bit better around the outside there. There we go. Right, back to the building. I had a problem there. I tried to put the pathway in and it obviously wasn't working, so I went and filled in these gaps because they're not going to be used by... What did I fill them with? Did I put doors in, or did I just put normal walls? I put doors in, didn't I? Yes. Put passport machines in, so it sort of gives a reason for guests to go in there. And I put benches which are sort of hidden out of view. And then I put banners across the doors. And what's happening is one of these buildings is guest relations. That's the building on the left as you walk in. And the building on the right, you'll see now, is the annual pass office, which again you might think, well, why has he done that? But sense of realism, it fits for me. So we've got the annual pass office there. And then it's just a case of putting the roof on. And whilst you see me putting the roof on, I'm going to start doing the end of video spiel, because we're very nearly at the end of this episode. So I'm going to do it as slow as I possibly can to waste a bit of time. Once again, guys, I really do appreciate you watching these videos. I understand that there's lots of series out there that you may want to watch, but the fact that you've chosen mine to watch is fantastic. So thank you for your continued support. If you haven't subscribed, click the button. If you have subscribed, thanks for your support, as I've just said. And until next time, guys, I will see you soon.